Hello, welcome to this tutorial. Today we are going to talk about distributives, all and half. Let's get started. Distributive determiners, or simply distributives, refer to a group of people or things and to individual members of the group. Note that they show different ways of looking at the individual within a group, and they express how something is distributed, shared, or divided. Now let's have a look at the example over here. All people want to love and to be loved. The distributive all refers to people, and it tells us how many people want to love and how many want to be loved. Note that the distributive determiner all is used to talk about a whole group, with a special emphasis on the fact that nothing has been left out. Note that all can be used with uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns by itself. Now, in this usage, it refers to the group as a concept rather than as individuals. Have a look at the example below. All parents want the best for their children. The distributive determiner all is referring to parents everywhere. All can be used with uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns preceded by the or a possessive adjective. Now, in these uses, the word of can be added just after all and with no change in meaning. Have a look at the sentence over here. Have you eaten all the cookies in the jar? Have you eaten all of the cookies in the jar? Both sentences have the same meaning. The only difference? In the sentence, we add of, which does not change the meaning of the sentence. Also note that all can be used with plural pronouns preceded by of. Have a look at the sentence below. All of us are going to be there tonight. Us, plural, of. All can be used in questions or exclamations with uncountable nouns preceded by the demonstratives this or that. Or all can be used with countable nouns preceded by these or those. Now, in these uses, the word of can be added just after all with no change in meaning. Now, let's have a look at the examples below. Look at all the snow out there. This sentence is an exclamation. The distributive all is preceded by the demonstrative this, which modifies the uncountable noun snow. Let's have a look at the second sentence. What are all these people doing in our house? This is a question, and the distributive all is preceded by the demonstrative these, which modifies the countable noun people. Now let's have a look at the distributive have. The distributive determiner have is used to talk about a whole group divided into two. Have can be used as a distributive in several different patterns. Let's have a look at those patterns. First, have can refer to measurements if it is followed by an indefinite article, a or an, and then a noun. Let's have a look at the example below. I'll be back in half an hour. Half an hour meaning 30 minutes. Second, have can be used with plural pronouns preceded by of. For example, in the sentence we have, only half of us are going to be there tonight. Meaning that if we are 10, only half of us means only 5 of us are going to be there tonight. And have can be used with nouns preceded by the, a, an, a demonstrative, or a possessive adjective. Now, in this case, the meaning refers to a concrete physical division. Note that the word of can be added just after have with no change in meaning. Let's have a look at the following examples. Half the people have already left the party, meaning that if 50 people were at the party, 25 of them have left the party. Putting half a kilo of sugar in the topping will ruin the cake, meaning that we have to put just a quarter of sugar in the topping, not half a kilo. I want half of that cake, meaning that I do not want the whole cake. I want half of the cake. Sorry, but I used half of your eggs making breakfast today. Meaning that if there were 12 eggs, I used only 6 eggs for making breakfast.